Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are back in Ohio. And boy howdy has it been one of those nights. You ever log on, try to get a video? I mean, maybe not get a video, but just try to play the game. And game after game after game, just the same brainless plays over and over and over again by everybody. Whether you're on the side of the Raffle Stomp or you're against the Raffle Stomp, it doesn't seem to matter. Like, it's just going to end in 7 minutes and it's just sadness. You guys ever had those? Am I alone? I don't think I'm alone. But I digress. We've had some good, solid damage games tonight, but boy, the games themselves have just not been that entertaining. So in this one, I was hoping that it would be entertaining. And right off the bat, we noticed that the guy that spawned next to us, that spawned on the right side of me, instead of going to the right side to support the right side, he decides he wants to cut left and go all the way across to the left side. Fine. I'll do it myself. So I start rotating my guns to the left and trying to put myself in a position to support both sides of the map. How am I going to do this? I'm going to take up a centralized position. Now, I ain't going to lie. I do put myself in a compromising position, but it's mostly safe. And I say mostly safe, but there is somebody in the match on the enemy team that just so happens to have played in a previous match with me. We were on the same team. He ran away from his side of the map, aka my side. And then, despite having a okay game, it was a Raffle Stomp. There wasn't much we could do about it. Me and him got into a little bit of a kerfuffle. He thought that I was disrespecting him because I said that the cruiser ran away, which he did. Didn't say he didn't do anything, but he thought that I disrespected him. So he and I got into a little back and forth, and again, I was like, dude, I ain't even like hating. Like, I'm just saying what happened. But I digress. It's been one of those nights. You guys know how it is. But anyway, he ends up on the enemy team. And shockingly, and I say that with air quotes, I don't know if you guys can see them, I know I ain't got my camera on, but shockingly, he goes out of his way to try to shoot me. Who could have seen that coming? Doesn't matter, because the result doesn't go in his favor. We'll see if you guys can pick out who that person is. So right out the gate, we were paying attention. BA Montana decides he wants to bow tank. That's going to be a problem for us. But the enemy Schlieffen decides he wants to just YOLO out. Now look at us. We're in a pretty solid position to counter this guy. Also, notice that the one battleship that spawned on the right decides he doesn't want to stay on the right. He wants to cut back to the left. And now he's sitting in front of me. He's also broadside. Now here, we're going to use auto aim to suggest where we should aim, because he is kind of angled towards us, and so it's kind of hard to lead on those, so we use the auto aim and get a really good result. Now, obviously, I always adjust the auto aim slightly, but figuring out where the game wants you to aim is a pretty handy little tool. Now, he takes a shot, doesn't get a whole lot of damage, and we're waiting to try to aim over top of the island. Now, we've already used Arthas, didn't get much out of it, unfortunately. But this time, as you can see, the secondary's going off from our battleship over top of Mount Everest. Oh, look, SAP shells from nowhere. Well, I wonder who that could be. If you guys haven't figured it out yet, I want you to pay attention. Now, the next thing you need to pay attention to as the Schlieffen goes down, we've already got 72,000 damage, all right? We're doing what we got to do, right? If that Schlieffen just going to stay broadside, we're going to punch that guy in the mouth and get rid of him as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, Velos decided to stick around a little too long, loses a lot of his hit points to the Velos. But I make a mistake here of backing out in front of this. Oh my God. Hello, Michelangelo. How are you doing, Sunshine? I'll go ahead and take a shot at him. He's angling away, so I know I'm not going to get a lot, but I'm hoping that I at least punch him in the mouth, at least make him think twice. And we do get about 9K out of it. Now, I knew I'm about to take a nasty hit here. This Montana's got a full salvo, and yeah, there goes half my health. Fortunately, we're in Ohio. We get a pretty decent heal, and oh my God, hello, Shima. I have Arthas active, and you're, oh my God, look at that accuracy. Bonk. We just hit that man with 6 shells, and now Shima is gone. You're welcome. Now, do I stick around and play around? No. I come back over here, and now we're going to help this right side. Now, notice there's another battleship that is now over here. He left from the other side to come over here now. You can't make this stuff up, folks. Like, I don't know what is going through people's minds most of the time, but we have a destroyer spotted. You guys know the rules. See a destroyer, shoot the destroyer. It is that simple. Oh, look, SAP shells. I wonder who that could be. Over top of Mount Everest, and not on the side of the map that he's even in. There are 2 battleships, a destroyer and a battleship going into the middle, but I'm the target, right? Shocker. Wonder who that could be. But, anyway, as we do our best to try to not go full broadside in front of these guys, we are going to do our job to get rid of these guys. Now, Ohio, we already shot the Ohio once. We want to get rid of the low-health target, so getting rid of the Ohio is imperative, especially with the healing ability of the Ohio. We want him gone. So, I take a shot over the back of the ship into the superstructure, take him out, and we get our damage bonus from having the legendary module as well. Yamato gets a pretty nasty shot on us, but look at the broadside that this Conqueror is showing. I don't care what ship you're in, but especially Conqueror, like, you don't have the armor to sit broadside. You don't have the health to sit broadside. Yeah, you can heal. Oh my god, where's this accuracy been? Holy mother of, that's accurate. Bonk, bonk, bonk. I don't know how much damage that was, but the answer was yes. We absolutely clapped that man. But he deserves it. And does he change what he's doing? No. He just keeps sailing broadside. Like, what is this man thinking? He's not. That's the long and short of it. He's not thinking. But we're going to go ahead and show him that it's not a fluke as our secondaries start unloading on the Yamato. And we're going to take another huge chunk off the man with 4 shells. That was Arthas approved. He hits us, gets a double fire. Shocker. But fortunately, we're about to have a damage control back. We don't necessarily need to use it right away, but there's nothing really to have to worry about. So we're going to go ahead and end up using that damage con once I realize that I'm not going to be set on fire again anytime soon. And you'll notice that Michelangelo has decided to come all the way back across the map. I wonder why he would do that. Now, if you know me, which you guys should by now, as our secondaries absolutely start eating this freaking Yamato for breakfast. If you guys know me, you know darn well that if you go out of your way to target me, it's only fair that I go out of my way to target you, as I let my secondaries roast the freaking Yamato to death. I am already aiming, waiting for this. Hello, sunshine. Remember me? I'm sure you do. You seem to have a fascination with me. Nighty-night, sunshine, as we pick up our Confederate. And the double strike as we kill the Yamato with secondaries. Yeah, that's a thing. Actually, I don't think it actually counted as a secondary kill. I think it was a fire kill, but still. Then I see the Conqueror out here, and I'm thinking, oh, buddy, you have been my #1 friend over the last couple of salvos, so let's go ahead and say hello. And then out of nowhere, the freaking Columbo snipes him and takes my kill. Really? Really, Columbo? You got a goddarn cruiser right out in front of you. He's all the way across the map. Look at him, Columbo, all the way over there. And he shoots my Conqueror instead of shooting his Des Moines. Really? I ain't gonna say it. But, 197,000 damage. We're never going to get caught up to this cruiser, so I'm just going to speed it up and let you guys get through this game a little bit quicker. But anyway, we still had a pretty solid game. I can't complain. This is one of the better games we had tonight. We actually had like 3 games close to 200k. Didn't quite get there, but every one of them's been like this. It's just a raffle stop, man. Every single game. When does it stop? What do we have to do to change these games that are ending like this? Like, seriously, I'm open to suggestions. Like, this is absurd, man. I don't know if it's a developer thing that they got to start stepping in and doing some things, but, I mean, we put up 3k base XP with 3 kills and 200k damage, or near enough 200k damage, with, what, 9 minutes of gameplay? I mean, we're trying. I'm getting real good at putting up a lot of damage real quick. I don't have a choice if I want to get a video. But let me know what you guys think, and if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.